Bank Negara Malaysia announced its second series of development initiatives aimed at expanding and deepening the onshore financial markets. All in all, the central bank unveiled 4 measures to promote a fair and effective financial market, to improve liquidity in the bond market, provide additional forex flexibility, and to strengthen the financial market infrastructure. To promote a fair and effective market, BNM Assistant Governor Adnan Zailani Mohamad Zahid said the bank would introduce 5 universal principles, namely professionalism and integrity, transparency and accountability, competitive environment, good internal governance and structure, and compliance to rules and regulations. In order to improve liquidity in the bond market, BNM would expand regulated short selling of Malaysian government securities to all resident entities, something that under the old guidelines only licensed banks and investment banks were actually allowed to do. As for Forex, BNM will allow investors to effectively manage their FX exposure or up to 100% of their assets under management effective May 2nd. And last but not least, the introduction of an ultimate beneficial owner framework to improve the financial market infrastructure, as it enables surveillance over who the ultimate owners of the bond investments held in the domestic market. Matrix Concepts Holdings Berhad is putting on the back burner its overseas property development biz as it looks to cater to existing demand for properties here. For Group MD Datuk Lee Tian Hock, Matrix will consider whether to do more projects overseas once it completes its sole overseas development, M Carnegie, in Melbourne, Australia. Lee says that the group aims to achieve full vacant possession by the first quarter of 2018 and that after this project, Matrix will see if it wants to continue expanding in Australia and that financial planning for property projects in Malaysia and Australia are different. He adds that in Malaysia, demand still exceeds supply. He was speaking at the signing between Matrix and Japanese companies Nissin Exco Limited and Nihon House Corp to build an IBS plant in Sendayan Tech Valley. Costing 60 million ringgit, the factory would be the first of its kind in Negeri Sembilan and would have the capacity to produce components for 700 terrace houses a year. Village Grocer is getting big. Confirming a report by the Edge Financial Daily, Village Grocer Holdings Sdn Bhd or VG announced that it has acquired a 100% stake in Ben's Independent Grocer Sdn Bhd from the big group. VG said this buy would cement its position in the premium grocery segment with a total of 13 outlets under both brands and a combined annual revenue of some 560 million. VG Group Executive Chairman Ong Kim Tu said that with the acquisition, it offers the opportunity of extracting procurement and operational synergies to better serve a growing market segment. While Big Group founder and Group Chief Eating Officer Benjamin Yong says that it is confident that Village Grocer will be able to grow the Big brand further. Post-acquisition, both Village Grocer and Big will continue to exist and operate as 2 separate brands. Ong added that expansion plans are already in the pipeline and is targeting to open more outlets over the next 18 months. Formerly 1MDB-owned Edra Power Holdings Sdn Bhd is one step closer to listing, according to a Bernama report. This comes on the heels of Edra Power signing a power purchase agreement with Tenaga Nasional Berhad to build a CCGT power plant in Alor Gajah. Edra Power's president and ED Datuk Mark Ling says the company is looking forward to conducting an IPO and is already taking the necessary steps, adding that the group is looking forward to deploying its expertise and resources to ensure timely delivery of this project, which is expected to cost around 6 billion. He goes on to say that Edra Power would also play its part in benefiting the local economy and estimates that the supplies and services to be procured locally would be worth about 1.5 billion ringgit. At 2,242 megawatts, it will be the country's largest combined cycle gas turbine power plant and is due to start operations in January 2021. Anzo Holdings Berhad has received a letter of intent to develop part of the 18-acre Paragon at KL Northgate mixed development project in Selayang. Under the agreement, Anzo, together with MCC Overseas M Sdn Bhd, a subsidiary of China's Metallurgical Corp of China Limited, will undertake the construction of a 5-story, 1.8 million square feet shopping mall as part of Paragon at KL Northgate. According to Anzo's Group MD, Dato' Eddie Chai Woon Chet, the contract value for the construction is expected to reach a cool 1.2 billion ringgit and is expected to be completed by 2020. The LOI was received by Anzo's wholly owned unit, Harvest Court Construction Sdn Bhd. MCC is involved in the design of the shopping mall together with Northgate. Following the LOI, it will also partake in the construction as well as provide the financing to UNZO. Other components of the mixed development include an indoor water theme park along with residential towers and hotels, among others. The GDV of the whole 18 acres is expected to be 3.6 billion.